60 years.
So, where did you graduate from?
I graduated from the University of Casantusan for my bachelor in engineering. And I did my master's in Bombay University, now University of Mumbai in India for my master's in physics.
So, for our guide questions po, tell us what you do in your career.
Well, I'm teaching right now, which is related to my preparation in college. But I also have other occupations. I do farming, I do beekeeping, I do a lot of things.
So, tell us about the farming. What do you do?
I do, my advocacy is natural farming for the environment. So, I plant mixed vegetables. We don't go for monocropping. We go for different vegetables, and we don't use pesticides and chemical fertilizers. We make our own fertilizers, we make our own pest control, and I harvest a lot, different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
So, for the second question po, have you ever had any other jobs other than teaching or working in the industry?
Well, before I used to work for analog devices and Cypress Semiconductor and also PSI in Canada. Before I do teaching, part-time teaching. I also do beekeeping, so I raise bees right now and I have my own business.
So, how long did you work in the industry?
More than 20 years.
How has your education prepared you for this position?
Well, right now my position is associate professor here in the colleges. Although I do part-time teaching only, I think my credential as a master's and my units in PhD has helped me to achieve this current position in my job in Malayan colleges. But my preparation for in the industry has prepared me to be more knowledgeable about my courses that I'm teaching right now.
For number 4, which of your credentials do you think gave you an edge in your current position?
I think my background in because I did more than my career, it's my experience in the industry and my involvement in extracurricular activities that made me, in a way, capable of doing what I'm doing right now as a faculty at Monterey colleges. Although, of course, they want our credentials to be qualified for teaching as a requirement of CHED.
Do you enjoy what are you doing
Of
right
course. Of course naman. I do. I do enjoy what I'm doing right now. In fact, I took a leave last term. I did teach for 1 term. I was simply doing farming and but something is missing. So I think I have to do both. I don't enjoy just doing one thing at a time. I want to do different things.
For the 5th question po, can you tell us the 3 greatest lesson that you have learned in your career?
First, I think we cannot know everything. We have to always continue to learn, to acquire not just knowledge but wisdom, to be able to relate with others. Interpersonal relations is very important for my students, for my colleagues, and I think thirdly, well, maybe to take care of our personal needs. No? Sometimes you get used to work, but we have also take care of our health, of our other needs like exercise, eating the right diet, sleeping the same amount of the required amount of time. So we have to take care of ourselves because that's our greatest resource that we have.
For the seventh question po, can you tell us your greatest achievement at this one month?
I think my greatest achievement is that I am able to withstand all the things. I'm capable of accepting, of how do we call it, being able to respond positively to anything that faces me. I know how to live without money. I know how to live with money. I know how to deal with I've learned how to deal with rich people, poor people. So I think it's my capability to live life to the fullest, no? To be able to use all my knowledge, my resources for the good of myself and for the good of others also. So in particular, I don't think I can be proud of anything, but I am proud of everything that I've done. Yeah, sometimes I also think of that as my greatest achievement. So to me, I've done a lot of things, and I don't know which is greater or not. But what I know is that I've done good to others. I don't see one greater than the other. Maybe it's not right now, but that's how I feel. No, I don't feel proud that I'm not. Sometimes people will look at me as, galing-galing ni Ma'am, ang galing-galing yan, ang yaman-yaman ni Ma'am, ang galing mo, ang dami ko nagagawa and everything. But in retrospective, I feel like just enjoying life. I enjoy doing things. I enjoy
That's important.
teaching things.
You enjoy life.
And doing good for people,
Yes, ma'am.
for others.
Can you tell us your worst experience in career or in your profession?
My worst experience in my career or profession, maybe when I don't do things right now, and as I like the best, or I don't see anything worse or than the other. There are things now I don't do well also, so I feel bad about it. There are maybe, come to think of it, sometimes when you are betrayed by your colleagues, no, that's the worst experience that I would probably don't like to remember anymore. No? But in terms of worst experience, like working overnight for 24 hours without sleep, I was able to do that, no? But to me, it's not the worst experience. It was fulfilling, that you're able to solve problems at work.
Next question po. How would you describe as a successful engineer po?
How would I describe a successful engineer? You know, one time I was invited, maybe it's better that I just went on. I was invited by students like you in English class to give a talk on how to become a successful engineer. So that time I was anticipating on retiring already. So I asked them, I asked the students, how would you compare which one do you think is a more successful engineer? A person, an engineer earning 80,000 pesos, or an engineer earning 8,000 pesos a month? Naturally, we say that a successful engineer earns 80,000 a month. No? But it depends on how you earn that money. So you can be a very successful engineer, by doing things, doing good things that you like doing and you enjoy doing. Like I even gave an example of I think he was the CEO of Jollibee then, I don't know now. And he's a chemical engineer from UST. And he was included in the Hall of Fame as one of the most successful alumni of University of San Tomas. And I said to them, do you think he's a very successful engineer? Where do Jollibee throw their garbage? He's an engineer and he cannot even do something about the garbage that they produce. Then, yung mga styrofoam na tinatapon nila. And you consider him a very successful engineer? Would you? Okay, so that's the answer.
So for our 9th question, ma'am, if there is one more thing that you would like to achieve as a professional, what would it be?
At my age now, I'm already a senior citizen, and if I would have a chance to do a research that will have a great impact on environment, I would be very happy to do that. I'm still doing my PhD, I haven't done my dissertation, and I can't think of it, I can't choose, I can't decide on what topic to do, because I want it to really have a good impact on the environment. So it will be a research that will lead me to my degree of PhD, and at the same time to have a good impact on have a significant impact on the environment.
Ma'am, why? Why did you pick that to have impact in
Because of the problem that we have now. It's a very urgent problem that we have, and not a lot of people, especially the politicians, are paying attention to the situation that we have in the environment.
So for the last question po, for us, parang what great advice would you give to us and to other professionals out there?
Okay. To soon young professionals that you don't stop learning. You continue to learn. You try to synthesize the things that you've learned and decide you make your stand. No? Don't just follow the trend. No? Don't just follow the popular stand. No? So you make your own, follow your passion, you make your own stand, you focus on your interest, and do good to others.
And for the professional themselves, what would you say? What great advice would you give for them?
Same, be honest, be persistent in their career, be proficient also in their career, because don't put other people down, so just do things as excellent as they could do, and continue learning, and continue to stop helping others also.
Okay, thank you po, ma'am.